Hey folks, welcome back to Bike Geeks, and I'm back with another video review on another product. This one is for my new Salsa Mukluk fat tire bike, and that is a rear rack for it. Axiom actually sent this rear rack over to me to show you guys. I'll go through some of the specs real quick. First, this is a 26-inch fat tire bike. It will accommodate up to about a 5-inch tire. That's what they claim at least, and no doubt, because I have a 4-inch tire, plenty of clearance. So you're going to be able to use it on most of the tires you're going to have out there for your fat tire bike. It will work directly off a QR skewer if you don't have rear mounts. I have the alternator dropouts on my Salsa, so I have it actually bolted directly to that alternator dropout. But either if you have a mount down here, or if you're just going to actually take this quick release skewer out and use that as the point of attachment on the lower point, it will work. Now on my fat tire Salsa, I don't have attachment points here, so I did add the rock lock from Salsa, which basically makes your stem post clamp or seat post clamp work for a rear rack. It does come with both tubular arms here as well as the flat type arms, like you probably see a lot of racks out there. So it does come with both of those. So a few different ways to do it. The flat rack basically is a singular down the middle attachment point, and everything's a little bit different. But if you have bolts on both arms, you're going to use these tubular type style. Quick and easy to attach. It does have attachment points on the back for a light, things like that. Weight up to 50 kilograms, which is about 110 pounds of weight that this thing can actually hold. Went on really smoothly. It was really easy to adjust. Basically, I got it on the bottom. I attached the top to my quick release clamp here, and then I basically adjusted it front and back to make sure this was perfectly level with the ground. I actually set a level on top of it, so I basically made it as level as possible. That way I have, when the bags go on, they're perfectly level. So that's what it is. Obviously, you could also adjust this with looks because you're never really on level ground, but that's just how I did it. But yeah, tubular aluminum construction, pretty lightweight. I wonder if they actually have a weight on here. If nothing else, I'll get that weight here shortly for you. But it'll accommodate all sorts of different bags. Axiom makes a whole bunch of bags too, and actually I have some of those coming up, as well as some other company pannier bags as well in the future here. But let me get a little bit closer and at least describe you what's going on. I'm just going to do some hand shooting here. So obviously you can see the tubular bars that I have, one on each side. And then these clamps actually down here, you can see the Allen bolts is on the inside. It actually came the opposite, where it was actually turned. But when I did that, it kind of looked funky, and it was kind of coming at an angle to my thing here. If your bolts are on the outside of your seat stays here, that's actually, you would keep it as standard. But if you go to this narrower clamp up here, because of the seat post clamp, if you just flip these around, where the Allen bolts on the inside rather than the outside, and basically just, if I take this out and flip it all the way around, it works. That's basically what I did. Works awesome. It works perfect. Clamps really good. Just a little bit harder to get your Allen key in there. Now, of course, I use a Park 3-way, but you can still, if I actually got the right one, you can still get in there because it is a ball head on the Park 3-way. So as long as you have a ball head, you'll be able to do this from an angle and make sure that that gets nice and tight. So not too much difficulty to it at all. However, it's not a straight tightening the bolt right here. It's at an angle on each side. Another thing to mention on my alternator dropout, it did not come with the bolts back here. It was empty, as they always are. And so these bolts are actually supplied from Axiom from the rack. However, I will actually have to make some modification because it actually, if I can get in there with my camera, it actually comes out to be a little long. Let's see if so you can see it sticking out there. It's actually going to interfere with my last gear. Now, I don't use that gear very frequently, but I'm actually going to modify this bolt, at least just on this side, so it's not so long, so that I don't have problems with shifting. And that's something I'm going to do here shortly. I just haven't done yet because I wanted to show it in the video, that this bolt that came with the rack is a little long for the alternator type dropout. You could buy a slightly smaller screw, or in my case, I'm probably just going to mark it with a marker, take it out, cut it, put it back in. So that's just what I want to do. To each their own. And then, like I said, the attachment point on the back here for any lights or just reflecting plates, whatever you want to put back here. A GoPro if you wanted to. Quick and easy to mount back here. It is nice and flat and works very, very well. So now that I've had it, I've actually had it on my bike for about a month now. And it works very well. It's very stable. Doesn't make any additional noises or anything like that. And they shouldn't. Most racks that are actually built very well and attached properly shouldn't. If you're not using them, they won't really be in your way at all. So I have no problems with this rack at all. Love it. Went on very smoothly. Seems to be very quality. I don't have any rusting going on at all. It did come with, like I said, the 2 bolts were down here. And it also came with, actually, some 2 longer Allen head bolts with nuts and washers in case you needed those for your setup. So it all depends on your setup. They give you plenty to make sure that it attaches to your bike properly. And if you don't have the attachment points up here, highly recommend the rack lock from Salsa. Make sure you obviously get the right seat post clamp diameter, but I have nothing but great things to say about that too. That's not a direct review in here, but that said, attachment points for the bags, for the pannier bags, everything's there that you need, and solid, holds a lot of weight, and looks good. I guess that's always an important point as well, to be honest. So if you have any questions for me, please post those below. Subscribe to the channel. You can find it online. It goes actually, I think, retails for $85 Canadian, which if you go on Amazon, and I'll put links to several different places, directly to Axiom's website where you can take a peek at the specs directly off their website so you have more information from them. Made in Canada, or at least the Axiom's a Canadian company. I don't know if this is actually made in Canada or not. Probably not. It's probably made in Taiwan, I think. But that said, so this, it fits a 170 to 180 millimeter dropout size for the Fatliner one. For the size of the spacing between your dropouts down there as well. So if you have any questions, though, post those below. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think. If you have this or another rack that you recommend more, hey, let me know. I'd love to actually look at other companies out there. I want to say thank you to Axiom to send this over to show you guys. But I'm very happy with it. I'm very unbiased. I'm not paid to do these reviews. They do supply me the things to test out. But if I don't like it, I'm going to actually let you know I don't like it. In this case, I like it. I like it a lot. And I like the attachment points. And it seems like it's going to actually be very stable. I ran it with some panniers, couple different panniers. It runs very solid. So with that said, guys, I definitely recommend it. You can find it, like I said, on Amazon. It's like $65, $66. You can definitely find it online cheaper. And I'll try to throw a link down to another place where you can find it less expensive. But if you do a lot of your buying through Amazon, I will put a link, which will be an affiliate link. So if you do purchase through Amazon, you are supporting the program here. Helps me keep things going here in the studio. But that said, thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like the video, share the video, and comment. So otherwise, thanks for checking us out here on YouTube, and we'll catch you on another video review. We'll see you soon.